All of it now works with live, immersive video experiences. We work with the music industry, doing music touring, TV, and live events.
People come to All of It Now for some of the latest in video technology on the projection, real-time content generation, and interactive technologies.
Nature's Best was challenging. We didn't have access to a 3D model. A lot of the architectural drawings were over 100 years old, so we couldn't really rely on them.
We incorporated photogrammetry into the installation process, and that allowed us to essentially take a series of photos from around the projection surface and create a 3D model. There were a lot of ornate moldings and architecture pieces that would deform the projection, and so we were able to use this photogrammetry method as a way to calculate the blend between the projectors to hit the main screen.
At Epson, we really relish the opportunity to work with creative agencies like All of It Now. They're really on the cutting edge of technology, and they use them in live events, they put them in frames, they swap in and out different lenses, and so we get really invaluable feedback.
The Epson technology integrates really well into our workflow from the planning phase straight through the production phase, and so we were able to use the Epson Projector Professional tool to essentially set all the projectors in terms of color and focus and zoom all from one location instead of having to move around to each location inside the venue.
With Nature's Best, it's really about celebrating the photography and the work that goes on the screen. In the case of the kayak, we were able to make it look like it was moving because the pillar that we were projecting against was vertical.
For the owl clip, we took 2D video of an actual owl blinking and then essentially rotoscoped the eyes out and placed them onto the photograph.
It's been a great opportunity to work with Nature's Best, and this year we're working with them in regards to their award ceremony and our commercial high brightness projectors.
So Da-Lite, being one of the oldest AV brands in the entire industry, is one that's not only looked at as a market leader, but one that's also an innovator. With our control of the manufacturing process, the chemical composition process, all of these things come together to allow us to meet the changing and growing demands of new projector technologies from Epson, such as 4K and laser technologies. The partnership between Epson and Da-Lite isn't just important for the two companies involved, but I think it's important for the industry and the technologies that we both support going forward.
A lot of people don't realize that the lumen rating is only the white level, but with 3 LCD technology from Epson, the white level and color brightness level matches. And that's how we can ensure that we're getting the brightness of color that we need to produce some of these high quality images.
Often at a lot of our gigs where there's a high degree of outdoor light, Epson's projectors have the kind of color brightness that we need that helps us overcome the ambient light conditions.
One of the hardest colors to project is red.
But with Epson's 3 LCD technology, when we project red, we see red.
Position and placement of the projector has a large impact on the final resulting quality of the projection mapping, and the form factor of the Epson L series projectors allow us to place them where we want them to be instead of having to find a compromising position. And that gives us a lot more creative freedom as well as the integrity that we need to produce this content at this scale.
The XO2 is really wonderful to work with.
It's an ultra short throw lens that allows us to put the projector really close to the screen. And the best part about all of this is that the 20K uses the same lenses as the rest of the L series line. So we can take the same lens and put it in a 6K projector all the way up to the 20K projector.
Epson's Pro L 15,000 lumen projector operates on 120 volts. That allows us to get a projector in more places. Anyone in production knows that 110 is a lot easier to come by than 220.
A lot of times in Pro AV, we're all just kind of hung up on, what does my stuff look like? Hey, what can I do on that wall? Where can I install some digital signage? Or what's the newest technology? When are we gonna get to 8K? And we stop thinking about the content or the real art that's being produced. So to see the emotions and the reactions and the genuine happiness on these people's faces as a result of seeing our technology put their artwork into life is really one of the more fulfilling things about the event.
With this event, we're dealing with some of the sharpest eyes in the industry. And we wanted to maintain a level of quality and intensity and color that would be viewed at a very critical level. And Epson technology allowed us to project this at a way that we could be confident that the original composition and quality of the image was going to be preserved.